Awesome. So, first of all, I just want to welcome everybody. I think that it is awesome that you decided to join me this evening. I am seriously, seriously grateful. And today it is one thing that I do know that I just wanted to share with you is that time is a commodity and it's an investment. And I want to thank you in advance for spending your time with me because I know that you have the opportunity to do other things. And so I am super grateful that you decided to take this time with me. I'm going to try and get through this as quick as possible, but I also want to make sure that I give you the most pertinent information so that when you see what the fun stuff that I'm doing, that you can decide whether this is something that interests you, that you want to be involved with, and it's something that you would like to cover both you and your family, or maybe even the business side piques your curiosity. Either way, I just want to thank you for investing your time with me tonight. For those that don't know me, um, my name is Julie Thomas. And as you can see on the slide, there are lots of different pictures on me here. So first thing, I am a wife to my amazing husband, Charles. That is him. That's a picture of us at one of the rallies that we go to. It's actually called Ride to Eat. We ride our motorcycles to eat food. So that is the best part about it. I am a mother to three and a grandmother to three. You can see in the picture that's down below my kids and my grandkids. I always say I'm a badass female motorcycle rider. I love it. I have been riding for about a year and a half. The first year I rode, I did 11 states and about 9,700 miles. As far as the business side of me, a lot of you know I am a corporate trainer. I'm a public speaker. I have had a podcast. I'm a published author. I think the biggest thing for me is that I'm passionate about helping other people create income, different streams of income, so that they can achieve their goals and their dreams. And what's really cool is that this Thursday, my husband and I are celebrating our 1 year wedding anniversary. And the scariest part is it almost didn't happen. As many of you know, my husband was involved in a serious motorcycle accident in December, and he was life flighted to a regional trauma center. During that whole ordeal, I was asked to make decisions on his behalf that I could only hope were going to be the best decisions and the ones that he wanted me to make. And thank goodness, and oh, I'm so grateful. He is okay now, and we're back to riding motorcycles, and life is good. In fact, we're heading off to Wisconsin in a couple of weeks. The one thing that we both realized after that, y'all, is that the fact was we were not prepared for another incident of life punching us in the throat. Not only because it was a legal coverage standpoint, but it was also an income standpoint. So the reason I'm here with you is because recently a friend of mine reached out to me and shared the things that I'm going to share with you tonight. Here's my ask of you. So, my ask is for you to be present. Please have an open mind, and hopefully, you'll understand why I'm so excited about sharing all these things with you. So, let's talk about why we're here. So, the service that I am absolutely just over the moon with is called Legal Shield. So, for those that you don't know, and please don't roll your eyes and don't go, oh, this isn't for me. I want you to keep an open mind because this isn't something that a lot of people understand. And so that's why I thought it was so important to do this. And here are some statistics that might interest you. So, Legal Shield currently is protecting over 4.5 million people's lives. And the best part, it has created generational wealth for tens of thousands of people over the last 54 years. It started because the founder got in a car accident. I don't know how many of you have been in a car accident, but it happens all the time. But usually, what happens is the insurance is going to take care of it. Both people, they go their own ways, but that's not what happened in the situation. So, our founder got in the accident, and then the person who caused the accident decided to sue him for all court costs and all the things that were involved with the accident, even though they were the ones at fault. So that's when he realized that there has to be a better way. There has to be a better system that works within our legal system for people who need it, but maybe can't figure it out or don't even know how to afford it. So when you know, if you've ever been in an accident, the insurance companies, they're going to take care of your car or your motorcycle or whatever, but they're not going to take care of anything legal for you. So that's what he did is he created Legal Shield over 50 years ago. It's a service that gives you instant access to an attorney for insanely affordable investment. So I've always heard people say that the legal system is broken, but honestly, y'all, I don't think it's broken. I think it's just built for people who can afford it and who can afford to have access to it. So the people can drop thousands on a retainer without even blinking. The people can afford $400 an hour to go in and ask a question or ask what's going on. Meanwhile, everyday families like yours and mine, we're left hoping that nothing ever happens because sometimes it feels like it's just financially impossible. And that makes my heart hurt for those that need it the most, but they just don't know where to start or even that the service is available. The amount of people that I talk to that don't even know that this is available is just blows me away. That's the only reason why I decided to check it out. Seriously, was because of the services. And because I like to think of it like this, it's kind of like health insurance. When you have health insurance, you get access to something that's very, very important, but you get it at a group rate. So it's highly discounted. And that's what Legal Shield has done. They've created a network throughout US, Canada, and we just opened through Puerto Rico. And so you can have 24-hour access to your own personal attorney. Like, I'm not kidding. You go in the app and you hit a button and you get an attorney. So I just want you to take about 20 seconds and I want you to read over the slide. And if you have had any of these, I want you to type yes in the comments. Any of these situations, drop a yes in the comments if you have had or dealt with any of these situations. Yep. Because I know I've had a ticket, maybe one or two. Yeah, Danielle, yep. Robin, Diane, yep. So the thing is that I didn't realize that Legal Shield helps with so many of these. And what's really nice is 365 days you have an attorney on call. It's a legitimate vetted attorney that's going to work for you. And if you're wondering how it works, you pay a monthly membership. So it's less than most of your streaming services, and it actually helps you. It has multi-million dollar contracts with reputable law firms. So when you call, they know you're calling from Legal Shield. You go straight up. You are their number one priority. And a lot of the things that you see on the slide, they would cost you hundreds of dollars if you actually went to an attorney. Most people are just like, well, I'm just going to try and figure it out on my own. And the investment for our services is literally less than $40 a month. And that it protects you if you have a spouse, your kids, any that are underneath the age of 25. So here are some of the things that Legal Shield will help with. So the first thing is the power of unlimited consultations. So if you want to call them every single day, you can call them every single day. If you need a will or physician's directive, your flight gets canceled. For those of you that love to travel, I have a friend of mine that got a speeding ticket. It was in a completely different state than what she lives in. She went on the app. She had a consultation the very next day. They showed up for her in another state, even without her being there. And then all she had to pay were her court costs, and there was no effects to her license, no points, no nothing. And for her, it's huge because she literally drives over 100,000 miles a year, and it just would have just killed her insurance rates. So this one has become very personal to me. So drop me in the chat if you do not have a will or a power of attorney or medical power of attorney or a physician's directive. If you don't have one of those, drop me in the chat because this one is super personal to me. So this is personal to me because did you know that an estimated 76% of Americans die without a will? That only about 24% of the United States adults have created a will? And here's the scary thing is 55% of Americans, they lack any type of estate planning, any type of documents for their estate planning. So God forbid anything happened to you or someone that you loved because without a will, or here's the scary part, if you own property or a home and without a trust, it'll go into probate and the state gets to decide what happens to everything that you've worked so hard to. So the other scary thought is what if you have kids? Who gets custody? I mean, if you don't have anything in place, that's a very real fear. So Legal Shield, it is going to help you with so many different things like flight cancellation, landlord issues, because we all know that sometimes landlords are not the coolest people in the whole entire world. If you need contracts reviewed, auto and motorcycle accidents, warranty issues, if you have elderly parents that are getting into assisted living, it even helps with parking tickets, protecting yourself and kids from cyberbullying and divorce. Mindy, yes, they helped her get short-term disability back after fighting for it with the company for months. Um, Another friend of mine, her husband got into a car accident and she literally showed up at the accident site, hit the button, and was on the phone with an attorney within like 10, 15 minutes. So it's going to help you whether it's a trivial or traumatic event. And guess what? Nobody gets to tell you what is trivial and traumatic. So it's super important to think about all of the things that it can cover. For my social media gurus, if you are online and you build a business online, you can lose access to your account like that. Meta will take it away, and that means you lose your livelihood. Legal Shield has helped so many people, and so many people that I know personally get their accounts back. Where one of them, she got to go live again, where it had been like over a year since she's been able to go live. So that's one part of what we offer and how I love to help my friends and family stay protected. So here's something that I want to share. This is the second part of what we offer, and I don't think it's shared enough. Is how many of you are all on the intrawebs? You know, the internet, the intrawebs. Hint, you're on it now because you're attached to this call. This is called ID Shield. Our I don't think I needed it. I didn't think I needed it until I found out going through the service just how much my information was on the the dark webs. And seriously, think about it. Think about where your data is. Your information is all over the internet, whether you believe it or not. We enter it, we go in and we do online banking, we pay bills, we DoorDash, we Amazon, like we Facebook Marketplace. Like think of the amount of things that you do online, and it just isn't your credit card numbers. How many times have you added your date of birth? Like those little things on Facebook, just put in your date of birth and we can give you whatever, your horoscope or whatever. How many people have collected your social security number? So ID Shield helps with not only tracking it, it monitors the dark web for you and it monitors your credit bureaus. When you look at these numbers, 1.3 million people had identity theft in 2024. There was $12.5 billion in total fraud losses in 24, and it is only going up. Trust me, I work for the largest financial credit union in the world, and there are billions of dollars of fraud losses every single year. So if you're thinking, Julie, it's okay, I have identity fraud with my bank. Yes, you probably do. Here's the challenge is they are going to protect themselves and your financial institution is only going to protect you if it's their data that got breached. And if anything happens to your identity, they're not going to help you to fix it. They're not going to help you find where it came from. They're not going to help you restore your credit or your identity or anything else. So people get it twisted. They think that it's just buying sneakers online with your credit card number. No, people can actually steal your whole identity, and it takes years and thousands of dollars to unravel the damage. And that's if you can unravel the damage. Think about the things you have to do: police reports, affidavits, calling the credit bureaus, the IRS, like all of those things. Just even getting a new driver's license is just a pain. So this is a team that works 24/7 for you. They actually have licensed investigators that they are going to track down and hopefully find whoever did that to you. And they give you access and monitor all three of your credit bureaus. And here's a scary statistic. Social media is now the primary fraud contact method for identity theft. It's all online. So this monitors your social media accounts and it acts as a VPN. So it's going to protect you. So if you're on the Facebook, the TikTokies, any of those, you're going to be protected. And think about all the times that you are in public Wi-Fi. Think about if you're in Starbucks or you're in the airport or anything like that. You're scrolling or swimming basically in unprotected territory. So is it convenient? Absolutely. But is it dangerous? Hell yeah, it's dangerous. That's where we all are now. That's where we've been in the last decade. The scale of the problem, y'all, is it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's not just happening occasionally, it's happening all the time. And it's not paranoia. Before I even joined this, I looked it up. I did all the research on it, and it's so scary. So my thought process is like, why wouldn't you protect yourself? So an ID, it doesn't just happen to you. Your kids are at risk, especially if they're online. Um, 78% of Americans say they've been victims of identity theft. And here's what a lot of parents don't realize is that over 1 million kids are affected every year. My daughter got her social security number stolen. And when she got it stolen, they filed taxes underneath her social security number and they got a tax return. And she has been fighting it for years. So, this is something that it would protect you with. So, if any of this, as far as the service side, interests you, make sure you get back with the person that invited you, because these are services that I think that even if the business doesn't interest you, this is something that everybody can use. Because also, if it was me, make sure you message me. And then we're not done because I want to talk about creating generational wealth for your family because I believe that it is not only possible, it's imperative that we do that. So here's the thing. Show me the money. Um, what I like is for all my network marketers that might be watching this on replay. Here's what I like is how often, especially like in the different spaces, product spaces and the different spaces, are you consistently chasing and chasing and chasing people? Like you every month you go from hero to zero, right? So with this, when you hit whatever rank it is, it's yours for the rest of your life. You can walk away tomorrow and you will still have residual income if you've built up your business. And it just amazes me that we have this. Here's what it's not. It is not a rich quick scheme. So if that's why you're on here, I'm sorry, it's not a magic pill that's going to erase your debt. It is, however, a way for you to make anywhere, if you just want to make $500 a month just to cover your fund money up to, I don't know, 10, 15, $20,000 a month. You also don't have to build it as a networking marketing if you don't want to. You can simply offer this service and get paid for helping others protect their assets and their loved ones. And you can see, just as an associate, you can make $82 just for helping your friends and family be protected. And to me, that is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. So people are like, so Julie, why your team? Why should I join your team? Well, first of all, I'm cool. Second of all, our team is super cool. We have some leadership that is, frankly, I've been in other spaces and I have never had leadership like this. We actually have an app that you can use. It gives you like every single thing. If it gives you the roadmap to be successful, if you follow the steps every single day, you can do this. You can create generational wealth for your family. So we have an app that is super easy. You have leaders that are with you every step of the way. In fact, my direct leader is somebody that I was like, oh no, you are not getting me back in this space. Mm-mm, been there, done that. I'm never doing it again. And when I looked at the product and realized that I can have true impact on people's lives, that is when it made sense to me. So the other thing is that you also, when you've been here for 6 months, you have the ability to win like trips and you have like stays, hotels, like 5-star hotels and gift certificates and all that. And then you get like up to $2,000 in discounts a year on like hotels and theaters and all that kind of stuff. And so that would be number one, is because we have a cool team. And then why do you want to join this organization? Number one, you're not peddling products. You're not chasing people down every single month saying, hey, did you order? Hey. And I did that and I loved the product. I was a product of the product. You can get daily pay. And I think that this is huge. So you can actually get paid every single day. And then you can do and earn trips just by following the workflow. It is stupid easy to do this, y'all. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Your ranks are permanent. Like you don't ever lose your rank. So whatever you're at, that's where you stay. They invest. This company invests over $100 million just into their comp plan. You can plug into simple systems. Like there are different add-ons that you can do that for me are very important. And I'm going to go over those on the next slide. And then we have a business to business model. Like, so if you are somebody who goes business to business and you're working with different businesses, the sky is the limit and you can do all of this with no social media. So if social media isn't your jam, you can do this without social media. So when you look at the app, there is so many things that so we also have, I'm a huge Second Amendment person. I believe in it. So I want to make sure that my rights are protected. If you have a commercial driver that there is a plan for commercial drivers. If you own a small business, there are so many different things that you can do. There's over 140,000 small businesses that are protected by Legal Shield. So I think it is, and if you think about it, if you're employed by Amazon or Walmart and you sign up for their legal plan that's in your benefits, it's Legal Shield. And so if you drive an Uber, like any at-home businesses, all of those are included. These are different things that you can get as well. So it's pretty incredible how in depth these services go. And again, it's just skip a Friday night pizza night and skip a movie because you have to pay $15 million to get a soda pop and some popcorn. And that's all it's going to do to get your family protected and to start you to create generational wealth. And so why start your own business? I don't know. Maybe you like freedom. That's like me. I love freedom. You can work from wherever you want to work. You get to set your own hours and more income opportunities. Linear is at 9 to 5. Like you're just going to work 9 to 5. This is leveraged income and you have a full team that is behind you. And here's what I love is that you can get residual income for the lifetime of the business and you can will your book of business. So it is truly creating generational wealth. Like I said, you want to get paid daily, you can get paid daily. That is totally up to you. And then you get specialized training, like the list goes on and on. So if you want to start today, which I highly suggest because those who were invited by me, whether you're seeing this now or on the replay, message me because I have a special offer for you. But if you want to start today, you're 90. It's who starts a business for like 99 bucks? So me. Your first month of your Legal Shield Advantage Plus, which is your back office and all the things that you need. You have a personalized marketing site. You have an enrollment site. Like there's so many. You can see everything that you need. Um, and then your monthly investments on top of that is just whatever legal plan that you choose and what your ID shield. So I know that was a ton of information, a lot of information to go through in a very short amount of time. But for me, I know I rolled through this quickly and whew, you made it to the end. Thank goodness. Um, now the real question is like I gave you a ton of information. What are you going to do with it? Um, I think that this is, even if you don't want to start a business, the service is for everyone. I don't know anyone who doesn't need the service. So I would reach out to the person who invited you. And the good thing is that we can help you, is we can help you decide what path you want. Maybe you want protection and you want to cover your family, or maybe you want to do the business and you're not quite sure. Ask us questions. We are here to answer those questions and we're going to walk you through everything and help you get you started. The setup, like I said, it is stupid simple. And having somebody like any of the team leaders that are going to help guide you, you're going to get positioned correctly from day one and you're going to be plugged into the right support, the people who care about you, the people who want you here. And the person who invited you becomes your direct connection to all of the team, the resources and connections that'll help you grow faster. So I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it and how grateful I am that you decided to invest your time. If you're ready to move forward or have any questions whatsoever, please reach back out to the person who invited you. We are so excited to welcome you to the Legal Shield family if you so choose. But we are so excited that you're here. And if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat. And other than that, thank you so much for being here.